Okay, listen. Structural representation of organic compounds. Structural representation of organic compounds. Okay, ma? Let's see what are the different ways or methods present for structural representation or writing of the organic compounds molecular formulas. Okay, there are so many ways are present. Among that, three main important structural representations are present. One is complete structural representation or complete writing the structure of the organic compound. The second one is condensed form. Condensed form, when compared to structural representation, condensed form representation we can write very easily and takes less time. When compared to these two, complete and condensed, bond line representation takes very less time and we can write very fast also. So mostly all are following these two representations only. One is condensed representation method we are following, condensed structural representation. Otherwise, in bond line representations also we are following. So in examination, they will use this representation of the organic compounds. So we have to choose the correct products and everything. Otherwise, bond line representations also they will give in exam. Exam in objective exam, the molecule organic compounds mostly they will give either in condensed structural representation or in bond line representation they will give. But complete representation they never gives, because it takes a lot of time and it required more place also. Okay, so that's why more area, surface area is also required. That's why mostly condensed complete structural representation is useful for knowing how the bonding connectivity is present in the organic compound. Mainly it will explains. Okay, let's see. First, I will take that complete representation, complete structural representation. Mainly we have to write that the connectivity of carbon atoms. Carbon is bonded with another carbons and carbon is bonded with the hydrogen atoms or other atoms. How they are connected, everything we have to represent. But in condensed, no need to represent the carbon and hydrogen bonds. Simply carbon is bonded with the hydrogen atoms, then we can write CH. Bond line does not represent any carbons as well as hydrogens, also just lines showing the lines only. Okay, students, let's see. For example, one carbon is connected with another three carbon atoms like this. Now the remaining hydrogen atoms are present. What is the valency of carbon, dear students? Tetravalency. Means this carbon is bonded with another carbon, middle carbon through a single bond, means this end carbon valency is 4, then the remaining valencies are satisfied by hydrogen atom. And middle carbon is bonded with two carbon atoms, means already two valencies over, then two hydrogen atoms becomes. All are single bonds only present. All are the carbons having all single bonds only present, means what is its hybridization of each carbon, dear students? sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization. And CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3 is nothing but propane. The same. How can we write condensed form? This CH3. So in that condensed form, no need to show the bonding connectivity between carbon and hydrogens. CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3. So compared to this, we can write this and it requires less place also. It is known as a propane. So names and everything we will discuss later. Don't worry about that names and all. So we'll discuss that next class. After classification, we'll discuss about the types of organic compounds, IUPAC nomenclatures and everything. Okay, don't worry about that. But just first, how to draw this? For example, C3H8 they gave. How to draw the structure of the organic compound? Means CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3. It is condensed representation. or complete representation do you want? Means carbon is connected with another carbon and another carbon through a single bonds, and the remaining tetravalency can be satisfied by hydrogen atoms. Now the same way, the same molecule in bond line representation. See, bond line representation means when the carbon atoms all are having single bonds, means then one single line will come. Like, so how this is one, this end, like one single line is present, means this ends are represents this CH3 group. This middle carbon is connected by the two lines, means two single lines are present, then it indicates that CH2. That's why this is the bond line representation of propane. Let's see one more example here, students. One more example. This carbon having double bond. Okay, now see, double bond is present. Double bond is present for a carbon, and carbon means its hybridization is sp2 hybridization. Already two bonds, and this is one, three bonds are over. Means tetravalence means the remaining fourth bond is satisfied by hydrogen atom. Okay, now here two bonds are present, then the remaining two bonds, hydrogen atoms. Now, what is this compound here, students? Propene means CH3. This condensed representation. CH3 bond CH, double bond CH2. Double bond CH2. Then the same compound, bond line representation. Like one line is present means this line only one line is present means this CH3, this is CH3. Now this carbon is connected with another line means it becomes CH2, this is CH3, but double bond is present. This is a double bond. Double bond is present. What it indicates? This terminal at end double bond is present means it indicates CH2 group. This is CH, this is a CH3. See, CH3 bond CH, double bond CH2. So this is condensed representation, this is bond line representation. Let's see one more example. One more example. This C is connected with another carbon. This carbon is connected with the right upside one carbon, and right side double bond hydrogen, and hydrogen is present. Now how to draw this condensed representation? CH3 bond C bond CH3 double bond CH2. Okay, is it or not? Is it correct or not? Now the same, how to represent the bond line representation? CH3 bond means 1, 2, 3. First you draw these three lines, means Two lines you draw, two lines you have to connect, then total 3 carbons will come. Is it? Now CH3, this is CH3, at middle carbon has one more CH3 present, means one single line you draw that. It indicates that CH3, CH3, CH3. Then this is a CH. Okay, but one end carbon having double bond is present. This is. Now understood, man? So is nothing but 2-methyl propene. 2-methyl propene. Actually that name. So the 2-methyl propene, this is the complete structural representation. It is condensate representation. It is bond line representation. It is a bond line representation. Understood, man? Anybody have doubt? So in the same way, cyclic compounds also we can write. Cyclic compounds also we can write. Or whatever the big organic compound also they gave 10 carbons, 15 carbons. But 10 carbons, 15 carbons are present. But while writing the complete structure representation, it takes a lot of time and it requires more place also. But condensate representation we can write very easily, as well as compared to bond line representation becomes very easy. Just we can draw very fast also. Okay, clear all? Anybody have doubts? Let inform to me. Ashwini, why you are raising hand? Have any problem? Your hand is paining? Then why? Or you are giving indication to anyone? I attended the class, right? Yes, ma'am. Let's see the third one. Ashwini. CH3 bond C. This middle carbon is again one substance is present upside one more CH3 group. And here double bond CH2 is present. That only just draw this. This is the complete representation. Regarding this condensate representation, I written CH3. This C bond H bond H bond H is nothing but CH3. This is connected with another carbon. C, this carbon, middle carbon is connected with another CH3 group and double bond CH2. That's why C bond, single bond CH3 and double bond CH2. This bond line representation do you want means 1, 2, 3 carbons in a straight line. 1, 2, 3. At one end carbon, double bond is present. Just you write double bond. Middle carbon having one CH3 group is present. At middle carbon, one more line you write. Then we will get bond line representation of 2-methyl propane. Okay. Next. For example, cyclic compounds, do you want to draw the structure? Cyclic compounds means cyclobutane. Next example, let's see, ma'am. Cyclobutane. This is 4 carbon atoms are connected in a cyclic manner. Now, here due to this cyclic ring, here single bond and here single bond, 2 valence is over. The remaining tetravalence is satisfied with the remaining 2 hydrogen atoms. And here 2 hydrogens. And here 2 hydrogens. 2 hydrogen atoms are present. This is a complete structural representation. For cyclobutane, the same condensate representation do you want means what it is? This carbon is connected with 2 hydrogens. CH2 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond. Like cyclic ring is formed. This same molecule, do you want to write bond line representation? How to draw this? This is square one box. This is and this is CH, this corner CH2, this corner CH2, this corner CH2, this corner CH2. One single line is present means it is all are single bonds only. Okay. Next, one more example. That 4-member cyclic ring, one double bond is present. Means what it is? It indicates the cyclobutene. Means double bond is present means alkenes, butene. Now already 1, 2, 3 bonds are over here. Just hydrogen atom only present. Here hydrogen. The remaining here 2 hydrogens are present. Now how to write this condensed representation? CH2 bond CH double bond CH bond CH2 bond. This is condensed representation. Now do you want to write its bond line representation? Means you draw the 4-member cyclic ring and just at any one of the carbon and carbon you keep double bond. Then we'll get cyclobutene. This is bond line representation. This is condensed. This is complete representation. Okay? Like benzene structure, do you want to write? How to write that benzene? Let's see that benzene molecular formula is C6H6. C6H6, we have to draw the complete representation, means 6 carbon atoms are connected in a cyclic ring. Like, okay, now each carbon is connected with one hydrogen atom, CH bond. Now carbon 6 hydrogens are over, but valence of the carbon is tetravalence, means in between that each carbon and carbon double bonds are present. How many double bonds are present for benzene, dear students? 3 double bonds are present. Here double bond, again single bond. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why here don't keep double bond. Here you keep again double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds. Now here you keep double bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now all carbons, if you are observe that each carbon having 4 bonds are present, means tetravalence has been satisfied. Then what is the benzene structure, dear students? CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond. Like 6 carbon atoms are arranged in a cyclic manner and double bonds are alternatively present. Double bond single bond double bond single bond double bond single bond. That is called, when the double bonds are alternatively present, the double bonds are called conjugated double bonds. The double bonds are called conjugated double bonds. Conjugation and everything we will discuss later, don't worry. Just you think about the drawing the structures of organic compounds, that's enough. Say in the condensed representation means no need to specify CH bonds. We are specifying only carbon and carbon bonds only. Okay students, no need to specify CH bonds, means CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH single bond. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like now for this bond line representation, it's very easy. The bond line representation, we don't need to show that carbons and hydrogens also, just lights only. Other than any carbon and hydrogen atoms are present, then we have to represent. Like oxygen atom is present in that cyclic ring anywhere, then O we have to use. Sulfur atom is present, S we have to use. Halogens are present, like chlorine, bromine, iodine, then we have to write their symbols. Understand? Just I am giving the examples with carbon and hydrogens only. Now, double bond, single bond, double bond, single bond, double bond. See, the bond line, while drawing this mostly cyclic compounds, structures they will give in bond line representation only. They never gives condensed structures as well as complete structures in examination. See, because it's showing very beautiful. This benzene, while compared to this structure and this structure, because and drawing also very easy, writing takes very less time. That's why cyclic compounds mainly represented by bond line structures only. But other compounds mostly they will use condensed representation. Are very rare and rare cases complete structures they will use. Okay, understood, ma'am? Anybody have doubt? So this is about structural representations of organic compound. NH3 is not organic compound, Ishwari. NH3 is inorganic compound. There is no carbon atoms. That's why we don't consider NH3 ammonia as organic compound. So you want organic NH3 means you write like just NH3. It is correct. Otherwise nitrogen is bonded with 3 hydrogen atoms. Like because the hydrogen atoms always monovalent, they form single bonds only. Hydrogen atoms are bonded atoms. As a bonded atoms, they form single bonds. And nitrogen is the central atom. Is bonded with 3 hydrogens means nitrogen bonded with each hydrogen through a single bond. Whenever oxygen atom is present as a bonded atom, it forms 2 bonds. Double bonds are 2 single bonds. Okay, that main concept that we will discuss in chemical bonding. Okay. Okay, this is about a structural representation of organic compounds. Let's see. Next. Yes, my college will start soonly. Already second PUC classes will start first onwards. You will take just 1 week time. Later, you also regular classes will start. 3-dimensional representation. 3-dimensional representation of organic compounds. Okay? How to represent the 3-dimensional representation of organic compounds? 3-dimensional representation means what, ma? Carbon valency is tetravalency. Carbon is a tetravalency. In that carbon atom and remaining 2 groups. 1 carbon and remaining 2 groups are on the plane, and remaining 2 atoms out of 4 bonds, 2 bonded atoms and 1 carbon present on the plane, and the remaining 2 groups, 1 group is front, another group is on back side. Okay, the front side group is represented by thick lines, and the back side group represented by dotted lines is known as wedge representation. Thick and dotted lines representation is called wedge representation, that we are considered as 3-dimensional representation, because carbon, methane, yes, I will tell you, CH4. What is the structure of CH4, dear students? Tetrahedral. Tetrahedral structure. Okay, tetrahedral structure means it is 3-dimensional. Tetrahedral molecule is nothing but 3-dimensional molecule in which carbon and remaining 2 hydrogen atoms or any other 2 groups are present on the plane. These 2 atoms are present on the plane. Okay. Next, remaining two groups are two hydrogen atoms. One is front side, another one is back side. Front is nothing but nearer to the observer. For example, you are watching the CH4 molecule structure. The one carbon and two hydrogen atoms are present on the plane, and one just like see this four bonds are present like this is front side is appearing, but back side one you are not able to see because it is three-dimensional. These are on the plane. Okay, this is the front. That front side group are atoms represented by thick line, means it is nearer to the observer. Away from the observer is back side that can be represented by dotted lines. That can be represented by dotted lines. Okay. This like this hydrogen atom is thick line, means nearer to the observer. Nearer to the observer represented by thick line. This is away from the observer. Away from the observer represented by dotted line. Represented by dotted lines. Okay. So the type of representation is called three-dimensional representation. For example, CH3 bond CH3 ethane is present. In that ethane, you write that one carbon atom and remaining two hydrogen atoms are on the plane, and the remaining groups hydrogen and CH3 groups. The CH3 group is nearer to the observer front side. That's why this is thick line. This one hydrogen atom is above the observer, means is far from the observer, represented by dotted lines. And this carbon and two hydrogen atoms. Out of four bonds, carbon atom and any other two groups present on the plane. The remaining two groups, one is front, another one is back. The front side groups are represented by thick lines, and back side groups are represented by dotted lines. The type of representation is known as three-dimensional representation. Just you remember, whenever in an examination in any organic compound, the dotted lines are present, means what it indicates, dear students? It indicates that away from the observer means it is back side. It is a front. This is back. This is a front group. This is back side group. The remaining three are present on the plane. Okay. So this is about three-dimensional representation of organic compounds. Let's see how to calculate hybridization of carbon atoms and what is the hybridization of carbon atoms. Okay. Yes, ma'am. From one carbon atom we have to choose. For that carbon atom, the remaining four groups, how they are arranged. In that two groups are on the plane, and the remaining two groups, one is below the plane and above the plane. Below the plane means back side, above the plane means upside, front, back and front. Okay, let's see identification of hybridization of carbon. Find the hybridization of carbon atom. Find the hybridization of carbon atoms. Okay, now see here, already I said the three carbon atoms are present, all are single bonds. Single bonds means hybridization is sp3. sp3 hybridization. Carbon atom having double bond. These are all bonds. sp3. This is double bond, and this is also having double bond. This double bond belongs to this carbon as well as this carbon also. That's why this middle also sp2. This is also sp2 hybridization. Next, let's see. Triple bond is present in between the two carbons, and the single bonds all are single bonds. If all are single bonds is present means sp3. Double bond, triple bond is present, its hybridization is sp. And triple bond, this is also triple bond, sp hybridization. These questions are very, very important. Compulsorily they are asking these questions. Find the hybridization of underlined carbon atoms. If a carbon atom all are having single bonds are present, then its hybridization is sp3. At least one double bond, the carbon is connected with one double bond, then it is sp2 hybridization. Connected with the triple bond, sp hybridization. Let's see this compound. Identify that hybridization from left to right. sp3, sp2, sp2 and sp3. Okay. Like one bond line representation they gave. Now we have to identify the carbon's hybridization. Okay.